Okay, hello classmates. I know for this is our last week of the class. I'm super excited. I learned so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well the class as much as I did. And so for week 4 discussion board, we're gonna she asked us to discuss 3 strategies that we learned or aha moments. So for my aha moments, in week 1, I learned about the differences of learning theories. I learned how each learning theories connects into having different strategies and how to teach in the classroom and implement into my lesson plans. I also learned how it connects to the universal design for learning. I was able to learn more about the UDL and how I can use um, different strategies and technology to help children learn and stay focused and be active and interact with other children and making sure they accomplish, the assignment and their learning goals. So that was my first strategy. My second strategy that I learned how I week 2, I learned how important it is to implement diverse and inclusion into my lesson plan and into the classroom. I also learned that it is important because myself as a teacher can create a safe learning environment and improve academics to my students. Um, that's what I learned in week 2, and I think it's important that we do have a a diverse classroom and make sure I even in acknowledge their culture and who they are and how they learn and why they learn the way they learn. I think that's very important to me, and that I'm going to use that in my future when I start teaching elementary school. I'm right now only doing pre-K, which I know most of you guys know, but that's something that I'm going to keep in mind and have my notes on, and make sure I use it when I start my student teaching and become a teacher. My third strategy that um, I learned actually in week 3. I learned about the formative and summative assessments. Um, I am very thankful because I did not know about the formative and summative assessments. I had no idea what that was, or never heard of any of that until taking this class. And I am very thankful that I learned about this because now I'm able to use it in my classroom, and how I can assess my students to see how they're learning through the process and what they learn at the end of the unit of the lesson. Um, so, I will be using this in my classroom even when I become a substitute. I'm trying to apply to be a substitute right now. And, I learned a lot how the importance and differences of formatted and assessment. I learned even a lot of strategies about formatted and what to use and how to assess children to see if they actually learn through the process of the lesson. And then I also learned a lot of different strategies that I can use for summative to see if what they learned in my class, after the unit of the period. So that's something that I am really thankful for what I learned. And these 3 strategies I'm going to implement it into my classroom and into my future classroom and into my lesson plan. And even I'm going to use this when I start substituting, and I'm going to use this one in the future of my classes. And so I'm very excited and thankful for that. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and I'm excited that this is our last week and we start the next class.